Welcome to No Books Given. I'm Felicity.
And I'm Sam, and we are now on episode 8.
8.
Yeah.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
fun, actually. Somebody said to me the other day, how long have you been doing it? I was like, we're just about to do episode 8.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Really good.
I wasn't confident we'd get past 6. We get bored, but no.
Well, I thought we'd do number 1 and then that'd be it, to be fair.
We've done really well, actually, haven't we? Yeah, last week we apologised for the software we tried to use. It did not work.
Yeah, it was shit.
Yeah. It was on a free trial and we won't be getting that again.
Yeah, but it was like,
crap.
we was both busy, weren't we? And we couldn't get together to actually do it. So we did it online. You was at home, I was at home. And
yeah, it was all right. I was in my dressing gown. It was lovely.
Yeah, I was
pyjamas.
I was sat on my bed with an electric blanket on. It was mint. I didn't want to get out after. But yeah, it didn't go according to plan. So apologies, everybody, if it sounds rubbish. But hopefully this one will be better.
Yes, we're back.
So this week we've had a lot of comments and things said about the good old Grand National because that was last weekend. And we've had lots of different opinions. And obviously, it's once a year. It gets talked about massively. And everybody comes out and goes, it should be banned, it should be banned. And then other people are saying, I love the Grand National, I love watching it. Everything else, I think it's one of them things in it, you either love it or hate it.
Yeah, it's a funny one because like everybody gets involved. Like every man and his bloody dog come out of the woodwork to comment. But I think racing goes on even in winter because you're doing your hurdles, aren't you? So yeah, every day there's races on all the time. And I know people are not that big a fan of it, but the Grand National is definitely one that gets everybody. And they don't just stop at the Grand National; they go right onto every race and every racehorse and. It is good because it gets people talking, and I think this year's been quite a huge step on people saying they want it banned.
Yeah.
Which it's...
Yeah, I think it has. Yeah. And I think everybody focuses on and they talk about the Grand National as if it's one day, one race, when actually it goes on, 3 days it goes over?
Yeah, because there was Ladies' Day, which seemed to get overshadowed by the final one. I watched one, and there were quite a few pulled up. There were lost jockeys and all sorts. But that seemed to get more attention, but wasn't there one pulled up at Ladies' Day?
I didn't watch any of them.
No, one of them crossed the line and then... Well, it was horrible, actually. I did watch the footage, and it was quite bad.
Is that Gold Dancer who died?
It was a bay, yeah. One of them.
It injured its back, didn't it?
It broke its back, that was it, yeah.
It
landed, by the look of it, landed a jump, broke its back because it proper collapsed.
Yeah,
and then he raced it to the finish.
Yeah.
And
So, this is...
I put up a big, long rant about it, and then I was like, actually, unless you've ridden a horse in a race, I don't think you can comment on whether you can feel it, whether he should have pulled up.
Yeah.
I don't think you can tell.
No,
you can't, you're not going to know.
This is a big thing. So, that Gold Dancer, 7-year-old, so just hitting...
Oh, so he is, yeah.
Hitting his prime.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of different comments saying he should have pulled up.
Yeah.
Because that jockey went on to win the main event, didn't he?
Yeah. He was there the next day somewhere, wasn't he?
So, and then everybody's like, he should have pulled up, he should have been done for it. Blah,
they're
blah,
saying
blah.
he should be banned and all sorts, aren't they? Yeah.
But there would have been, I mean, yes, it's really sad, it's awful. That poor horse had that injury and it got put down. But nobody knows what that jockey felt at that moment in time.
That's what I mean, yeah. No, exactly.
The horse would have run on adrenaline.
Yeah, they do massively.
Did he land after that fence and go, fucking hell, he's tripped or he's stumbled behind, let's kick on? No, nobody knows.
No.
So I think for us sat at home, we can't say,
well, that's, yeah.
He should have pulled up, he should have done this,
Not
he should
really.
have done that.
He should have done, but you don't know how it felt.
No.
I've never ridden a horse that's, in all honesty, I don't think I've ever ridden a horse that's broken down underneath me.
No, I can't.
I've never had one done a tendon and stuff like that. Because people, there's one that I know they were hunting and they did one. And they said you can hear it. Or they heard that one go. There was a noise and then they were like, he was just lame. And I was like, oh dear. But I personally haven't actually experienced that, thank God.
And it's like...
But I don't know, they don't pull up straight. It's not immediate, is it? They'll quite often run.
And I mean, that horse won that race.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately didn't go home.
Yeah. Which is awful. And I think that's... It's the number, isn't it? The amount of horses that go through and...
But see, that's been lessened, hasn't it? It used to be a lot more.
Was it 42 in the field and then they've dropped it to 30-something?
Something like that.
I'm not very good.
And it's long, isn't it? 4 miles.
It's crazy.
That is a lot.
Kipling Coates is 4. It's 8, isn't it? You go 4 down and 4 back.
Yeah, that's mental.
Yeah.
It is a long distance.
It is, yeah. I mean, they look after the ground and stuff, don't they?
And obviously, it's one of the most famous.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So it does come like with a big following and a lot of big, strong opinions, which obviously everybody's entitled to. But should it be banned? Should it not?
I personally, I'm always I should be banned, but I don't think, looking back at it, it's like when I always think back to farming and you think vegetarian and meat eaters. If you banned if we all went veggie and you banned meat farming, you'd have no pigs, you'd have no rare breed sheep, you'd have no rare breeds kept because there's no purpose for them. And I think that's the point. Someone made that point, didn't they, about you wouldn't have thoroughbreds without racing.
No.
So I think banning it is extreme. I think maybe there is definitely room for changes in.
But then
adapt it.
They made
as much
changes,
as possible.
didn't they? Was it 3 years ago? I think.
Yeah.
Like, if anybody knows and I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it was 3 days. 3 days. 3 years ago they changed it, and there's been no deaths for 2 years. And then they've had, is it 2
this year was bad, yeah. Well, I thought they are making changes, and I personally think it's slow going. I think they could change a lot more quickly. But maybe that's just,
how much do you
it's
change?
a huge industry, isn't it? Yeah. And then you can't just say, it's for the Grand National. You've got to blanket the whole racing industry, which is huge.
Yeah, of course it is.
And then you're looking at colleges. I mean, right back to bloody Doncaster College we have, don't we, locally? And I think there's a lot that could be done with that. Some of they put a video up the other day. Oh my God, it was cringe. It was awful. Like watching, they were saying, look how well this student's doing. I was like, he was gobbing it in the mouth. Yeah, still rising like really mechanically. Yeah. And I was just like, oh God, there's nothing. If it's not right there, then what are you you need to get that bit right. Yeah. On the riding side of it. Yeah. Because we're not all like, you're not a proper jockey overnight, are you? It takes years of training, but
I mean, it is one thing I've never delved into and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm at the stud. That's what they breed, or they get mares in for that. And what I can say on that front is them horses are very well looked after. Yeah, they get everything they need.
Do they turn her out as well?
Yeah.
See that you see. I think maybe people don't. I don't know. I didn't. Well, I do know because I've driven past it. But like mares and foals get turnout. Yeah. And yearlings get turnout.
Yeah, they're out.
Yeah. And I had when I worked in race, I worked for a small trainer in near Wetherby called Peter Salmon, and he was like, we only had a few in, but he had his out. Yeah. And then they went on the walk. I know that's not quite the same, but yeah, they're not. I think people have a misconception. I'm not saying they do. Everybody turns out, and they do keep them in a lot. But I don't know, compared to liveries and stuff like that.
I think it's just different yards run differently, and it doesn't matter whether it's racing, livery...
Well, riding schools.
Eventers, show jumpers, dress out, anything. Or just your basic DIY yard. Yeah. Everybody is so different. Yeah. But, like I said, I've never worked in racing. I've never had anything to do with it. And then, obviously, I'm up there. Yeah. They want for nothing. Yeah. Everything they need, they get. They are a lovely couple who have the yard, and that's my experience of it. That's as far as I go. I don't know anything else.
Well, I've ridden I used to work ride, which was mental.
I mean, you won't get me on one. Fit now. Absolutely.
Well, I said to you the other day, I was like, if they want a work ride, well, I'll come do it. I'm like, no, fucking no, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's a different yard. That.
But yeah, can you imagine? Oh no, I think I'm a bit old for that. They are mental. Yeah. Because they're all right when you go out. Like you see them is it Middleham? There's a place where everybody you can hear them in the morning. They all go out to the gallops. It's all grass gallops. It's quite a sight. I'd love to see that. But yeah, they all go out together. And they are quite well mannered. Right. I think it's just like because I got told when I first started. Because obviously I went from hunting to well, not obviously, nobody knows. But I went from hunting to racing. So I was like, that was the second biggest industry. So that's where I went, and then I got told by one of the other grooms who was really experienced, and it was her passion. Like I was never that bothered, but she was saying you've got to check him because we brought one back into work. It was pretty much a rescue. It's called Half a Crown, and he came third at I think it was Pontefract. It was really good. So we got in the winners' enclosure. It was awesome. Right. But yeah, so they do go a bit bonkers, but you have to check them. Give them their manners, and so I can understand why people get ex racers on the other side. Because you say, they want for nothing. And then when they're out, they are being, they have to go around in a ring and they have to behave themselves and follow each other. And, they're in a group. They can't be kicking out each other.
No, that's it.
So they are well-mannered. on the whole. I know they're souped up because you're feeding them fucking God knows what. But yeah, I think there's worse industries, actually, if you look into it. I think there's a lot more to open up, like a can of worms possibly, but look at a lot of riding schools, like running now or have run and how they've handled themselves.
Yeah.
The colleges, I nearly took my horse up.
Yeah, colleges are bad.
Yeah, they're awful. They had a yard at Bishop. This was years ago, like fucking a lot of years because I'm quite old now. I went up there to take my horse and they get ridden 3 hours a day, no turnout at the time, and then they had all their weavers and cribbers on one yard. Altogether, and I was horrified. I was like, and that was when I was like really young, and I went, no, I'm not going. And that was Bishop. Yeah, I know they're different now, but ask them.
I know they do have turnout and stuff like that.
Yeah,
now.
They didn't back then.
I think it's just that times changed, doesn't it? And people are more aware. But then I do feel there's quite a lot of people what do comment on the Grand National what have probably never laid a hand on a horse.
Well, this is the thing,
and they don't know anything about them. And like, did you know the year the first Grand National run?
No.
I googled it. It first ran in 1839.
That's old.
That's some bloody years ago.
When was the Kipling Coats our local one? And that's 500 odd years old. How old's that? 100 and...
Oh, don't ask me to work it out. I told you what year it was.
Oh, yeah. That's the oldest. The Kipling Coats is the oldest UK race. Oldest one in England or something.
Right.
Because it was on when King Henry VIII was on the throne.
Bloody hell, that's taking it.
Yeah, it's a bit. But yeah, 1839.
Yeah.
And it's all very royal in it. It's always been linked to royals.
Yeah. People with money. But that is racing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's same with everything. But again, taking it back to other industries. So I had a look, actually, and I thought about eventing. Like, everybody goes mental, like that Gold Dancer what had to be put to sleep. It's everywhere. Like, I very rarely watch the news, but I have the radio on in the car. It's been on the radio. I dare say it will have been on the news. I just don't watch the news.
Well, it went on the BBC particularly.
It's everywhere, all over social media.
Yeah, it is.
But nobody ever mentions horses what die eventing.
No, and there was that woman, Georgie, was it? Recently, because her husband was campaigning. I remember her going. She got rotation and then broke.
Oh, is that her who died?
Yeah,
the lady what died.
It was quite sad. It was one of
that was awful. That.
Yeah, so she died, and like that barely gets mentioned. And I know it's her choice to do it, but again, it's not the horse's choice. She made the horse do it. We all do, technically.
Yeah.
And I know racing's on a big extreme, but it is a lot of money in the industry. And people have mentioned that, haven't they? On the page.
Yeah.
About the fact that it brings all this money in.
But see, so it reckons, roughly, there is 2 to 4, I know it's only 2 to 4, but 2 to 4 deaths per year, UK-based, in eventing. And globally, so FEI events, there's around 10 to 15 horses what die eventing. You never, ever hear of it.
No, you don't. I've never, no.
So... it's like, I think, but then how many horses die out hacking? How many die
hunting? That's a big one. Yeah, because they just sneak. I mean, hunting is brutal. Well, it's not brutal. Well, it is brutal, but it depends how you feel. But this that was quite shocking for me when, like, years ago. I mean, they'll donate their horses to the kennels and stuff, and I found that quite gross. But then I'm like,
I do.
But yeah,
because I just think.
Do you know where other ones go? You know when we had Bruno put to sleep. He went to biomass.
Yeah, that's where a lot of them go now.
Yeah, so I was like, well, in a way, it's quite nice because he's kind of in my heating. Like, do you know what I mean?
He's warm in my house.
He's here with us, you know, providing heat.
I'm total opposite, actually, with the whole hunt thing.
Yeah.
Because I've sent many to kennels, and I just think, at least it's not getting wasted.
Well,
it's getting used.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, I don't know if you know, but my horse was put to sleep, and I was really grief-stricken. Because he was my childhood horse. So I had him cremated, right? Well, my mum did, and she'll tell you it costs a lot of money. And do you know where he is now? He's in a box, a little coffin in my garage, and I've moved house with him. Because I can't get rid. What am I going to do with it now? It's this bloody emotional burden. I don't want to just discard him.
No.
I was going to take him to the beach, because I love the beach. Never got to go, so I was going to scatter him at the beach, or Skipworth Common. So, but it's like this. It's like
and
a
they weigh
couple
a fucking
of feet.
ton.
They do, and I was like, I'll use a pram. Well, can you imagine if you got caught with that in a pram?
Pushing
How are you
a bloody little miniature coffin down bloody bridle path and just taking my horse for a walk.
Get myself arrested.
Jesus Christ.
So don't do it. It's fine. Just let them go.
I haven't had any mine cremated, to be fair.
I wouldn't.
No.
I would not bother again. It's just... They're a body, aren't they?
They're gone.
Yeah. It is, yeah. But I think that's maybe because we work with them. I don't know.
And then we discussed on there. Actually, anybody who's listening, I want to. I know a lot of people have said whether they think it should be banned or they shouldn't be banned. But if you're not on our social media pages, but you're listening, drop us a comment on whatever you're listening to it on, and let us know what your thoughts are. Whether you think it should be banned or shouldn't be banned. I mean, obviously, it's never going to get banned.
No, absolutely. No, but there's money involved.
On my bloody sofa are never going to change anything. But it is nice to hear people's opinions.
Yeah, and it gets people thinking, and then maybe they won't go and support it. I watched it this time, and it was really hard to watch because last year was awful. There were so many, and they were pretty horrendous.
To be honest, I
mean, they always look horrendous when they fall because they're so clumsy.
There's no reason why I didn't watch it apart from I was at work.
Yeah.
So I won't say I am not watching it, but
it's it's addictive, and if you like horses, well, I find because I like horses and I love the buzz of it. Yeah. That makes me watch it, but then I've also got that feeling that I don't want to watch it because watching horses fall is horrendous. They go like a sack of shit, and they're over on their head all the time, and you don't know whether they've broken a neck, broken a back, broken a leg, or they're going to get up and be fine.
Yeah,
they are. It is that mental.
I feel I don't know enough about the industry.
Yeah.
To have a really strong opinion. I don't.
Well,
I'm probably going to shoot myself in the foot here, but I don't agree with how young they start them. That is my big thing.
That is huge, yeah. Yeah. I think that, in my opinion, I've worked in racing, and I think I put a post up. Of course I put a post up, I've got a mouth on me. So yeah, I put a post up about Old Meldrum, and I think, I don't know for 100%, but the way the trainers act around the owners, they get really het up. So obviously if the owners aren't happy, they don't get the money. If they move that horse off his yard, he don't get paid anymore. Right. So whether there's a lot of pressure financially, which I suppose there is,
but again, that's in every industry, isn't it?
It is, but yeah, so it's not just the trainers, it's not just the jockeys. I think we've got to look at the bloody owners. You know those, I'm going to be a bit rude here, but those, and not everybody is, but those twonks that walk around the winners' enclosure haven't got a clue, the first clue about animal welfare, animals. I'm surprised they know a horse has 4 legs. They're just doing it for the crowd and the money and having a glass of champagne in their hand. And that will divide opinions, I think, because some of them are horsey, and I know people that love horses, love racing, love the buzz. But I also think there's a lot of knobs in there that just go for the fancy, I'm going to put a bet on I own a racehorse, and they know jack shit about it. And I think then they put the pressure on to the trainers to have them raced and forcing them out. Yeah. I feel like Old Meldrum was raced because she had a splint, so obviously she was going to break down.
I don't know who you're on about, so.
She's just a little filly.
Oh, right. Okay.
2-year-old, and she had a splint that went out. So she had a splint and she was a bit lame on it, but then she came sort of sound. But it was still there, and he raced her, took a race, and then she broke down on the races, and then she was shot.
Yeah,
and I was
that's
like,
sad.
It is sad. I was really upset at the time. Yeah. But a 2-year-old filly, I mean, why were racing 2-year-olds? That's where.
Well, Betty's
too young.
I won't get on that.
No, but you just see how weedy they are, can't you?
Again, it's across all industries, isn't it? I know.
Yeah.
That's 2-year-old. They're running it as a 2-year-old. But
the work before.
But then you look at Bramham, for instance.
I was just thinking
they've got young event horses at 4 or 5-year-old, and the fences they're jumping.
They're horrendous.
So how much training have they done at home? Yeah. For how long to get them to be able to jump a track of that height?
Well, yeah. I've always thought that about the young horse classes. They are massive, aren't they? They're over a metre. Or up to a metre.
I mean, I don't know exactly how big they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're a decent size.
I would jump that.
To be able to go and jump a track of that size and cope with that atmosphere, because obviously Bramham's big.
Yeah. And be that well muscled if you look at them. They're not like.
So how young was they when they started?
Yeah.
Because you got your 4-year-old and your 5-year-old class.
And you're not doing that in a year, are you?
My 4-year-old's an absolute fucking donkey. Can't even canter. Yes. So we won't be going.
Well, yeah, thinking V's 13 and we're not near canter yet.
Hippo's 19 and won't walk. Bloody thing.
Well, exactly.
So, and then another thing we spoke about, excuse me, was injuries. So people own ex-race horses,
Yeah.
what sort of injuries
What have they come in with?
they had and things like that. And there was quite a lot, actually. Hell of a lot. But then I did receive a message off somebody, and I won't mention the name because they messaged me privately, and they'd messaged me saying they found it really interesting, and I do agree with this actually. They found it really interesting the amount of people that said, "Oh, I've got an ex-race horse, it's fine. It's just got arthritis at 10-year-old, or
It's not normal to have that, is it?
It's blown a tendon, so it's weak on that leg, or it's had a wind-up operation when it's younger."
Yeah.
Well, why is that normal?
Yeah, that.
And I do agree with her.
Yeah.
Or is it the fact that we look at an ex-race horse for sale, or somebody says to us, "Oh, I've got an ex-race horse, blah, 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 blah." We automatically presume there's going to be something.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's true.
Like
yeah.
kissing spine, it's really common.
Yeah.
There was somebody who, I think I can't remember, I should have wrote it down really, and I might get it wrong, so I apologise if I get it wrong, but I think the horse had so many processes removed, and I'm like, that's not normal.
No, I think that is a point. If you were going to look at a horse and they said, "Oh, it's had this done, that done, it's had this op, it's done this," you'd be like, "What the hell?
Yeah.
How's it still standing?" Whereas racing, ex-races, it's like, it's fine. It's an ex-racer.
Yeah, no,
it's excused.
I don't actually get that.
Yeah. Well, I think, I mean, in my opinion as well, it's like this whole ex-racers thing. Like, I started my freelancing because I'd been in racing and got made redundant again because there was no work. So I was like, no, I'm off. And I used the skills that I'd learned in racing to understand people, like help them with their ex-racers because they buy them and don't know what they're doing with them. And then they get stuck. But having experienced what they've been through and then transferring it, that's where I started, really.
Right.
And I love it. I still do. But, I mean, don't even get me onto Raw at the moment because it is royally pissing me off with... There's a lot of problems with that for me. But,
what's that, sorry?
Raw.
Oh, right,
So,
yeah.
Racehorse to
ridden or whatever it is. Yeah.
So I love that, and I think the theory's great. I've lost my rant now because I was on about that.
Well, just don't touch the dog.
I know, I'm like avoiding him.
I can see you edging forward, and I can see him, and I'm like, please don't touch that dog, so it starts squeaking again.
Injuries, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's like this person who messaged me.
Yeah.
She was saying, like, you don't hear of many horses having a wind-up.
No, well, generally you wouldn't do it. We had one that had a funny breathing thing at Burnby, and she would just gasp up the hill. She was physically fine, just made a weird noise, and you're like, well, she's all right.
Like, but, if I went...
People found it odd, so it's like...
Like, if you went to see a dressage horse or whatever, and there was like, oh, it's had a tie back or it's hobbed it, like, you'd be like, well, I think I'll stay away from that.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Yeah.
But in a thoroughbred, it's normal.
Yeah.
But why is it normal? Because they're having a surgery.
Oh, that was a point, yeah. Yeah, so, which is huge.
Yeah, so like your tie backs, that the stitching, obviously the stitching back of the larynx.
Yeah.
So that it can breathe.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously not breathe, just stood there in its stable, but
to go better and like when it's racing,
to run and perform.
Yeah.
So it's needing a surgery so that it can perform.
Yeah.
But we think that's all right.
You wouldn't do it to your riding horses. You'd probably say, well, it can't event anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think Raw, into fairness, that our ORA thing, I don't know if it's charity or whatever, but anyway, whoever they are, whatever it is, I think they've done something very clever in the time I've been around, because they've created a fashion thing.
Yeah.
They've created that buzz about ex-racers and given them a chance, which I think is a good thing. They've now got, well, is it though? Because now we're looking at these horses, like you say, having an operation going, oh, it's fine, because it's had that op. You wouldn't do that normally.
Oh, it's got kissing spine, but it's an ex-race horse, so it's fine. We'll just sort it out.
Oh, it's got arthritis.
Yeah.
And like, what else is it? Ulcers.
Oh, ulcers are very common.
Ulcers, because of the stress and the way they do it. Neck x-rays.
Yeah.
There's a long list.
There is a lot, and I do think if we delved into... Obviously, we were only discussing this because it'd been the Grand National last weekend. And I think if we delved into other disciplines, we'd probably find things there as well.
I think you would,
It's not very well, not advertised, but people don't know as much or don't speak about it as much. And I think it's just because the Grand National is such a big event.
It's right in the public eye, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
I mean, I think like when we were at the riding school, when I was at the riding school, we had a lot of like oddities. Like the ones people didn't want. I was proud of that because we worked with them to get them to do a job.
Yeah,
and then it saves their life, really, doesn't it? And they're not put to sleep and they're not passed on. They're happy and they're worked gently within their, like, what they can do.
Yeah, and I think, like, because there was a bit of a phase, wasn't there, where you could go and pick up an ex-race horse for 1,500 quid.
Well, I was said to people, we don't pay for them. Never pay for a race you get given, but now it's not, is it? How much are they going for these days?
I don't know.
It's crackers.
It's one thing, like, I don't look into thoroughbreds for me, for personal at home, come in the category with donkeys.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Because, I mean, to be fair, in all fairness though, I did have a thoroughbred here. She was here, was it 2 years ago? And to be fair, she was lovely. Really liked her. Broodmare. Yeah. Really, really nice.
Was she ever, I find they're lovely, gentle souls on the whole, like 9 times out of 10. And then they go absolutely batshit. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like they're a bit
was
potty.
Really nice.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they're all bad because clearly they're not all bad. You know, there's some nice ones out there. And
I think, like you said before, with the yards, like the one you're working at, they care for them. I mean, everybody does care for them, but I think the bigger yards, I think, when they're churning them out, a lot, maybe it's a small amount, but I think they lose sight and the money becomes more important.
Quite possibly.
And that happens in any industry. Like you can say riding schools, hacking centres, eventing, any of that, the money becomes more important.
Yeah.
Look at what's happened to that Charlotte person with her dressage. That'll be to do with money because she's got to train and meet the targets and whatever else. How's that any different? You know, look at the state, look at what they did to her, like the media and everything.
Oh, yeah, it went mental, didn't it?
Yeah, and you think, well, that's only one rider. What about the whole freaking industry? And dressage with Rolka and, like, making the tongues go freaking blue. Mm-hmm. It's a massive thing, isn't it, actually?
Oh, yeah, and there's a lot of welfare concerns across everything, across every country, and you know, it's something that's always going to be there. I'm not saying it's right, far from it, but there's always going to be issues. Like when you go abroad on holiday, you see horses abroad and you just look at them, you just want to cry and bring them home. Yeah. But then I think a lot of it's education as well. Like other countries, you know, they might not be educated enough. I'm not saying that's the wrong way to say it. I don't mean it like that, but. Well, they don't know that they're doing wrong. Yeah. You know, they're just looking at that as an animal to earn their money because they need it. Yeah. Like, we have our car or whatever.
Pets, don't we? Yeah, we have our paws are bloody spoiled over here.
Yeah, of course they are.
Well, like, you know,
Imagine Hippo in Spain pulling a cart round. She's like, where's my bail?
Exactly. Oh my God, I got to work for a living.
I've lost a couple of pounds. Yeah. I need to keep going.
Oh, Freddie would be, he'd be food. The way he acts. Can you imagine? And that's the thing, a lot of them do. But, like, what else would racehorses do, I suppose, if we didn't pick them up after? Like, dog food.
Dogs have got to eat.
Yeah.
But I don't think they use it for dog food and stuff anymore,
I don't think they do, to be fair. People like glue and stuff, but they don't because it's all regulated now.
No. Yeah, it's a bit bonkers, really. Yeah. But I think, and I think there is a lot more in it, like... You know, vets on site and there's always a lot of vets there and stuff. Same with other things, and I think at the end of the day, shit happens.
It does,
and I probably piss a lot of people off by saying that. But yes, horses are going to fall. They're going to injure themselves. Going to be put to sleep. Yeah, you know, just like horses colic. Yeah, or they run around like idiots and kick each other. And what's that noise? Oh, it's a little coffee.
I think the main thing for me is. Well, I don't know. I think a lot of people have said it. Is that like if they made racing and jumping while you know Bramham and that, and didn't have young classes, like it had to start at 7 or 8, and that was no jumping till 8, and they did the same with racing. So you push the age on. Then what would happen is it'd backtrack, and you'd have the trainers and the owners and everybody would stop putting the pressure on to race 2 and 3 year olds. Yeah, and they'd give the animals time to develop. The industry would accept that as normal. Yeah. And then you'd allow your horse to strengthen. Plus, like your end, breeding. Yeah. They'd put a lot more thought into it because they have to keep that bugger till it's 8 or 7 or 6 and then sell it on.
Or would it kill the industry?
Well, yeah, because of the money. But then would we be like, that's another thing, isn't it? We were saying about, that's a whole different topic. But the whole industry is underpaid. constantly
of course
undercutting
it is.
it. So like maybe it would change that, or it'd be a start to changing that, and stop paying people minimum wage for skilled jobs. Like jockey, like I said, I couldn't get on and race. It nearly killed me doing the Kipling coats.
I couldn't do it just purely for the fact of I struggled to put my stirrups up 2 holes to go over a fence.
Yeah, you've got to do it with your foot in the stirrup. You've got to lift them,
Let alone putting my bloody knees up by me ears. I'd be buggered.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it anymore.
No.
I struggle as it is.
And I'd just shit myself.
Yeah.
I'd be terrified.
So maybe it would be a good thing for everybody. Or, like you say, it'd kill it and then go, this is takes too long. And how do you make the change? And how do you regulate that? That's huge, isn't it? But you've got to start thinking
the changes, like, not just in racing, but across everything. There's been, you've got welfare across every single discipline.
Yeah.
Whether it be a horse, a dog, a cat, a bloody hamster, whatever. But you can't regulate, well, not regulate it, but you can't enforce it.
No.
Because...
Well, the councils are supposed to with riding schools and they don't. I know for a fact they don't. And then you've got other things like racing. Yes, there's the, like the council, the governing bodies, the FEI for dressage and all that. But they can't, like you say, they can't enforce everything. They can't be every yard every second.
No, of course can't, no.
There's only a general rule, and then you've got to rely on people's own morals, I suppose.
And it's like...
That's hard, actually.
And it's like same with dogs. They've brought in that rule where you can't have these XL bully dogs.
Yeah.
And all this lot. But how do they enforce that? I could have one sat on my sofa, not that I have. It's a great big stupid Labrador. But, they can't enforce it unless somebody reports you or whatever.
Or you see it out.
But then, and again, I mean, this is a whole different topic. They've banned them dogs because, and I'm not saying they're not aggressive. Some will be, some won't be.
Well, you can get aggressive chihuahuas.
If that grabs hold of you, it's going to cause an issue. But if my dog grabbed hold of you, he would cause an issue.
He would, any lab would. Lab retriever, they're all, I mean, the gun dogs.
He's got a big jaw on him, he's got a big strong neck because he's always got that bloody con in his mouth.
He's been training.
And it's down to the owner, isn't it?
Absolutely,
to train that dog and socialise it and whatever. I mean, he's always been out around people and he's grand. But if that dog was to turn on you, but years ago it was Rottweilers are dangerous.
Oh yeah,
Dobermans are dangerous. Alsatians are dangerous. Now it's these bully dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're funny looking dogs anyway, but
they're ugly buggers.
But I don't think they should all be tarred with the same brush because my little terrier, what I had, Millie.
Yeah.
Well, I won't want that biting me neither.
No, this is I think that's the thing. They can be, and even a chihuahua, if it gets you in the wrong place, could have you.
They can be nasty little fuckers.
Yeah, they are. They're vicious. They don't let go. Like pin needles.
So I just think it's like the whole thing, and I think everybody's got a comment or an opinion, and that's great. Everybody should have an opinion. But I do think sometimes people need to take a step back and just go, well, actually, look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
And I think I've been one of them people.
Yeah, it's easy to blanket it and go, just ban it.
Yeah.
But then are you going to ban hunting? Are you going to ban jumping? Are you going to ban all the eventing?
Well, you can't, can you?
No, and if you did, there'd be no horses, and then we wouldn't have these donkeys sat in our fields. Because, like Freddie was bred for a job, never got one, he ended up with me.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't, and he wouldn't be entertaining me every day with my fencing, would he?
I knew it. I fucking knew it. You would have to mention that fucking fencing.
It's coming in, I tell you, I can't cope. He honestly stuck it, I've put that, I don't know if you've seen, but I put him up with, there's a water bowser and then he's in the fencing. The other day, I had to run across the field, I was like, right, calm. Just stand, Freddie, stand. Because he was proper in the main string and it had gone tight and I thought he's going to twang the whole lot in a minute or cut himself. And I was like, and then I had to back him up and pick his foot up, and it's like dealing with special needs. It really is. He's just simpleton.
That's like Sean.
Yeah, they're just not there. And at least they listen to you. When you say stand, they at least stand.
Yeah.
It's about the only bit of training he does.
That was like Hippo. She got stuck in the fencing.
Oh, a nightmare.
Out the back, but I think she just admitted defeat and she just stood there.
Yeah, there is a point.
I was like walking up to her going, it's all right. Please don't fucking move. I don't want a vet bill.
No.
And she did. She just lifted her leg, tried to walk.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I can't.
I think if they know you're coming, they're all right usually.
But then she don't get that size by running around like a fucking lunatic, does she? She's not going to move very fast.
No. Well, it's like your Daisy just walks through it. She'll be like, oh, hi. And then through she comes with the fencing. You're like, could you go round? Well, why would I? This is quick.
Don't need to walk around.
Well, I don't need to. No. Why you put that there?
They are prots at times, aren't they?
Oh, they are. Absolute
I
bibbies.
put a new rail up and then bloody...
They've broken it already.
Yeah, scratching their asses on it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, stop it!
They are very itchy. I'd put brushes up for that. I've already got 2.
Yeah, I debated getting, do you know them cow roller things where they can have a good scratch on it?
I thought they'd be good because they do the top as well, don't they?
Yeah, they can get under it.
Oh, that's a good topic about like all that sort of stuff, like toys and enrichment for your horses. What do people do?
No.
That's not very nice, is it?
I feed it, I water it, and I give it a roof over its head.
And then shower it when it's in fencing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? Well, mine have got brushes, you see, because I was like, I used to have the scratchy pads, but I got rid of them. Sold them to someone with goats.
I sound awful then, didn't I? No.
I'll feed them.
Fuck all. They're out in a field. What more to the bloody
they've got
want?
each other, haven't they, I suppose?
Yeah. They're living in a herd. They tell each other off.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, yeah. Maybe that's why we use enrichment and toys and stuff. I got Freddie a carrot. Like a dangling carrot.
One of these fucking teddies?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I wonder what he'd do with
baby.
it. No, but I wonder what he'd do with it. And they'd just scrat on it and then move it.
What if he eats it and colics?
Well, that's why I didn't get fairy lights, you know. I used to have jingle bells, right? So I bought these musical jingle bells at Christmas and they have like plastic around them for the bells. Mm. He broke one. Oh, he's also eating the washer sprayer off my car because he's a window licker. He really is. So you can't park your cars anywhere near him.
Right, so I have seen these teddies everywhere.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I don't think my horses do. I thought I'm getting one to see what they do. Nothing. They just,
but I
it
don't
just gets in
understand
the
why
way.
you'd give a fucking horse a teddy.
Some of them play with them though, don't they?
Do they?
What do they? Oh, Maureen swears by a welly.
A welly?
A welly boot, yeah. Bruno's welly boots at the field.
So
they used to love play. They'd throw it about like dog toys.
Well, I got a ball with an handle
I've
on
done
it,
that.
and I got it with falls.
Yeah.
Never bother with it. Do you know who plays with it?
Who?
The dog.
Well, mine burst.
Yeah, well, he's burst that. He runs around with it in his
again.
mouth, and he has done like I've got some pictures of him somewhere as a tiny puppy
Aww.
with this great big ball in his mouth. Tooting along.
I know what Anita, I teach occasionally on Roxy, she does. She plays with the ball. She's got space opera and she plays like football, so she throws it and she'll run after it.
Yeah, mine aren't that intelligent.
I think mine are. Like, they look at me like, why would I... what are you doing? Like, they look at me going,
I just don't get the teddy thing.
No, it's a fashion thing, isn't it? It's we're making money out of us.
And if you tie it up and then they pull it and rip it.
Well, there is the
and then eat it.
Yeah.
Which my greedy twats would.
Well, I thought Freddie might, but he hadn't.
I'll tell you what I did used to do, actually.
Go out with it.
I used to get a swede.
Oh, yeah.
Put an hole through the middle of it and tie it up.
Carrots. Mm. Yeah, I've done that before Christmas. Have a little bunting, like with carrots and parsnips.
And they're good when they're young and they're losing the caps and stuff like that.
Yeah, get rid of them.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Eliza at the livery's got one at the moment. Little chew marks.
But see, I don't use lickets, they're out like that.
Oh, they're just messy. Mm. Oh, I left Freddie with one once. He was like in a sugar coma. He was just stood like...
Well, to be fair, years ago, I got quite a big one.
Yeah. The field?
To go in field.
They're supposed to just like them, aren't they? They're supposed to just get on with it.
Oh, dog's going to start barking because Oliver's home. She stood there and ate it.
Did she?
I'm like, shit.
Well, I said to someone, you can't put that in field because it's got like molasses in and stuff. And she said, they get used to it. They won't go all the time. I'm like, they will.
Don't you dare, dog. He's like looking. So yeah, I don't quite get
the toys thing.
So yeah, that is. So if anybody else has any toys in their
any ideas, bright ideas,
let us know.
Yeah,
I want to know what kind of toys you've got for your pony. Does it play with it?
Yeah.
Why did you buy them?
Yeah, or have you wasted your money?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to know.
I could just see Stephen now, if I came home with a teddy and went, I bought this for Sean or bought this for Hippo, he'd be like, what the fuck for?
It is for us, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Yeah. Well, I thought they might play with it, but they're not. I should have known at the ball they didn't like the yoga ball either. Not want a thing for them. Not bothered.
No, Stephen, Oliver would probably kick it over at Dyke or something, knowing him. But yeah. And then what else had we put on the page?
We have discussed hobbies. I'll have to go in a minute. Dog.
Come here.
Where is it? Oh, what are you doing? People. Oh no, it is hobbies, but no. Not hobbies. Whether we work with who works with horses and who keeps as a hobby. And most people, I think, they either are mental and work with them, or they have something linked to horses. It's like Charlotte Knox's sales support for an equine bedding company.
Yeah.
She gave up horses for a number of reasons, and I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Many of us have thought about it, many of us don't get out. But yeah, she's taken up sharing a rehab case. Didn't realise how much she'd missed it. I think a lot of people say that when they give it up, don't they?
Yeah.
They don't realise how much they missed it. Kirsty works with horses as an equine assisted therapist, so it's combining a day job and horses on a mission to help people share the power of equines with those who are looking for that mental health support. So if anybody's struggling, Kirsty is the person to get in touch with. But yeah, she helps with Highmore.
I'm struggling daily. I'm knackered.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is hard. I got into horses because I couldn't afford them. And I still can't afford them, but I own 2. And then you've got Alison who says, don't work with horses and don't own horses. Good lady. But live for my riding lessons, and so does my son.
Yeah.
Deborah worked at local stables 10 years before going back to studying mature student on the assumption that a better job, better horse. Or better job equals a better horse, but it's just meant a better, more stressful job and a lovely horse with less time to ride him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think whatever end you're at.
I work with horses all day, and I just don't have any time to do mine. And then, well, obviously I do them.
Yeah. But
it's riding, it's fitting in a bit of riding.
It is, isn't it? And it's not as easy to just get a routine going. Andrew Richardson does a bit of work at a racing yard in winter when they're busy and do a normal job February to October as freelance and quite quiet over the winter months.
Right.
That's a good idea. See, I thought about doing nails over winter.
No, I've thought about doing a normal job many times, but then I can't see myself in any job.
No, it didn't work. I've tried. It's not as easy as you think.
No.
Doing what you're told.
Yeah, that is.
I think that's part of the problem. Yeah, we've got a small animal vet nurse as well who spends her wage on ponios.
Oh, I'd love to be a vet nurse, but I'm just not bright enough.
I don't know. I'm sure my friend got into it. You can just start. One lady I know did grooming. She did all grooming and looking out and stuff.
Yeah,
and then got the extra bits in on top. And they quite often train you, don't they? Because that's another way you can get in. If you start somewhere and then you train up.
I think I'm getting a bit old now.
Well, I don't know. I was looking at being a saddler. I was thinking, it's only, £600 for the first course. Bargain. But then that's quite a physical job, isn't it? Even saddlers.
Yeah.
Becky Hood says her, and she now works for Royal Mail. Does she mean
I think that means Royal Mail.
Listening to our podcast.
Yeah, so, and I think that's pretty much everything covered, hasn't it? So, have you actually had anything exciting happen this week?
This week?
Or has that annoyed you?
Just that the whole undercutting industry thing, but I think we'll have to talk about that another day because it's quite a topic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that just pisses me off a little bit.
See, I'm just really tired this week. I'm absolutely.
It's felt like a long week, hasn't it? Was it Monday we had off? Bank holiday?
Did I have Monday off? Yeah, I had Monday off. Oh, that's exciting news, actually. So my daughter has finally had her baby.
Oh, yeah. I forgot the baby grows.
Yeah.
I will bring him. That is very exciting.
Lovely little baby boy called Lachlan, and he weighed... Lachlan, and he weighed £6.8, and he's absolutely gorgeous.
The pictures of him, like you said, you forget how small they were.
Oh, I know.
It's unreal.
He's absolutely tiny.
Mine's youngest is 3, and I've forgotten how tiny they were.
My youngest is 12.
They were like weedy.
And both of mine were smaller than him, and it's just minute. It's tiny.
That's gorgeous.
But it's absolutely gorgeous. It's lovely.
Oh, well, congratulations to Ellie.
Yeah.
Hope it's still going well.
And she's doing really well. Yeah. She's got a partner and things like that.
That's good.
They're all happily.
Oh, they'll be in that little bubble, that newborn bubble.
Yeah. We're still walking and talking.
Yeah. It only gets harder. And then people say, wait for the teenage years. You're like, hang on, it's supposed to get better. Not worse.
Actually doesn't. And then, what else? I'll tell you what did annoy me. But it was one of them, where you get really mad, really annoyed really quickly, and then you're like, actually. So,
I got annoyed with neighbours. Really had to move house. Yeah.
Well, I was...
Not the neighbours, sorry, the workmen.
I rushed home the other day because I knew I had a lot to do.
Yeah.
I was like, when am I actually going to eat?
You do need to fit that in.
Peanut butter sandwich.
Oh, you had 2, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peanut butter sandwich. And I was like, right, I'll go muck out.
Yeah.
When I get home. So I came home, pulled in, car up my garden, and I'm like,
I was telling Ben about this.
This? Yeah. Why is there somebody parked in my garden? Blah, 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 blah. I don't know anybody with that car.
No.
So I get his dog. Not that it'd do anything, but...
No, probably
and then
goes throw the ball.
Goes up garden after I put kettle on.
And,
and anyway, it was somebody I knew, so that's absolutely fine. And
so random.
I've got a deer hanging up in my stable.
Is it still there?
No, it's gone. No, it's in my freezer now.
Oh, right. I was going to say you hadn't left it there, has it?
No, it's all butchered up and done in my freezer.
That's
There's a leg out in the fridge because we're having it Sunday.
Did your horses bother? Were they bothered?
No,
not
all.
I don't know if mine would be like, something in there.
I was a bit like, when's this moving? Because I don't think Elsie wants that as a roommate.
A companion.
So
she'll wonder what's next. She'll be like...
She didn't even bother.
Didn't she?
No. So what I did... Well, I didn't. I won't take credit for it. It was Stephen, actually.
Yeah.
Just, like, kicked the straw. What was it? Right at the front of the stable. Had a bit of blood on it. Out.
Yeah.
And, I thought, she might be a bit funny going in.
Yeah, because they can smell, can't they? They can smell stuff.
Yeah. No, just went in. Not bothered.
Yeah.
So,
I can't say the same about mine.
I mean, we don't go around shooting random deer. It got caught in a fence and it was quite badly injured, so...
Oh, bless it. Better off. Good when you find them. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to have to write notes next week on what annoys me and good points. I think I've just been surviving this week.
I don't think anything else has annoyed me, actually.
No. I've got loads of things sold on Vinted.
Have you? Yeah. I love Vinted.
Oh, it's brilliant. My goal is to make £100 and not spend it back on Vinted.
Yeah, that's
going to leave it on there.
Yeah, because how many of you out there sell things on Vinted, see that money in your account?
It's free,
well, it's not even on your in your account,
it's
in
free.
Your Vinted account.
Yeah, it does
and
count.
then go, oh, I'll buy that.
Yeah. I bought a t-shirt and a hoodie. I'm like, stop it.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be holiday money.
So let us know.
Yeah.
Do you sell stuff off Vinted or do you just buy or do you do a bit of both?
Yeah, it's difficult. And you've got to check out the equestrian section. Someone didn't know the other day. Yeah, someone didn't know about that. It's like, they've got a whole category now.
There's saddles and everything.
Yeah, you can get all sorts. Right. Yes, on that note.
But yeah, so anyway, thank you everybody for listening. If you've got any questions or comments or anything like that, drop us a message.
Yeah, we want to know about horse toys.
Yeah, I do want to know about horse toys.
Yeah, and why you bought them.
If you've got pictures of said horse playing with a horse toy, send them in to us.
Oh, that's even better. Brownie points.
Yeah.
Is it brownie points? Is that the right one?
I don't know.
Don't think that sounds right.
I'd be dead impressed. So, I want to know what toys you've got. Actually, I want to know how much you paid for them as well. Because that would be quite interesting. I haven't even looked at the price of them. But I bet they're ridiculous.
Limia, obviously. Yeah.
And
Nicola did ask. Nicola... Stevenson, but I forgot her name then. I was like, I do know her surname. She was asked about fly spray recipes.
Oh, yeah, that was another one, actually.
But nobody's really said out, no. I need to put mine up, actually. I've got one. So...
Yeah, so if anybody knows of any fly spray recipes, drop us a message or pop a comment on, let us know what you use. Or actually, do you think they work?
Well, yeah.
I don't think they do.
Don't you?
No.
Well,
and I've spent fortunes on bloody fly sprays.
Yeah.
And they work when you first put it on.
Yeah.
And then once it's dry, no.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? And the other thing is, what did we say? Oh, yeah, about whether you think racing should be banned or just changed.
Yeah.
And then does that apply to other industries? Because riding schools I know that they have like a minimum age, don't they, that they can be in a riding school?
Yeah.
So things like that, would that help?
Yeah, if
it'd be nice
like
to know
show jumping events in dressage.
Yeah.
Like dressage is another one though, actually. Sorry to bring it back in. But buddy, you see horses going out at higher levels, younger.
Very young.
So how much have they done to be able to go out at that level?
It's about longevity, isn't it? Like, they're not going to last. If they're doing it now, at 4 or 5, like these big moves.
By the time they're 10, 11, they're going to be knackered.
Yeah.
It's bonkers.
It is bonkers.
Right, anyway, so Felicity's got to go and sort herself out. I've got to set off to work again.
Well, I'm just going to go on the school run because last time I was late leaving here and I had to ring the school and be like, this is really embarrassing, but could you look after my child till I get there? I was like, really sad. And the other one, I had to oh my God, it was quite a mission.
I can't believe he stayed asleep all this time.
Oh, he's brilliant. Yeah, my son's outside asleep in the pram. So
we just locked him outside, shut the door.
It's like, is it like the Swedes that do that or something? They just chuck him out. He's got a blanket on.
Oh, that's all right.
He's having a great time.
He's fast asleep.
He is, bless him.
I bet Oliver's looking at him going, who is that?
Yeah, that's who's this child?
So, right, anyway, so that's another week over and done with. Drop us some messages, comments, all the rest of it. Like, loads of people have started getting involved, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you very much.
Sharing it. Very good.
Thank you, everybody who keeps listening. And actually, there's loads more countries what are listening to us now.
Oh,
I will tell you
we'll do a list.
Yeah, I'll put a picture on.
People could put up where they're listening from.
Yeah, that'd be good, actually.
Yeah, and we'll do a little... We will do notes on it.
Oh, yeah,
we'll do some
because
facts.
you was meant to do them last week and you didn't.
No, I didn't.
You said you was going to do them this week and you fucking didn't.
No, I still haven't done them. There's no excuse, really, other than shit.
Yeah. Absolutely shit.
Absolutely.
Right, anyway, we will say bye for now. And thank you for listening. Bye.